Good morning. Yes, it is the Full Force News Burst live with me, Christopher McLeod AKA Diagnostic 80, brought to you by Generals Joe's REBORN.com. Yeah, I'm going early. Get over it. Yeah, so basically, lots of news happened yesterday, and before we, I didn't want to kind of leave it all day long and then have to do like a double recap of what had been going on, because there's so much cool stuff coming out of San Diego Comic-Con that I thought would be fun to basically get the first day recap done and before we get into day two. So that's why I'm going early today. It won't, well, it's going to be, there's a lot of slides to get through. There's a lot of information to look at and to chat about. And there's a lot of fun kind of things that happened yesterday that probably are worth talking about. So hello, Kofi, in the chat. How you doing? Like I said, let's get straight stuck in then. I know there's probably not going to be that many people on this early in the morning. No worries, I totally understand. But obviously you can watch this after the fact as well. So anyway, let's get stuck into SDCC recap day one, or day one recap. Yes, so it started off pretty impressively yesterday. Hello, A Punk with Toys. Hello, Bradley Douglas Adello. Let's talk about let's start with Super 7, because the Super 7 stuff was pretty cool. Now, we were first told, I think this might have been the day before yesterday. It might have been early yesterday. I can't remember exactly. Hello, Raymond. But they revealed that, hello, Adam. It is a great time to be a Joe fan right now. They revealed that if you were to go to the pop-up store, the Cobra recruitment office, you'd get a red token, which is really cool. So that's like a little collectible token for your troubles if you go along and check that place out. And my goodness, how cool is that pop-up store? Seriously. So they also dropped this beautiful product image of the kind of Snake Eyes issue 21 Sdcc exclusive that's slightly different to the Target exclusive, as it shows the exposed, the rip in his shirt with the exposed Arashikage tattoo. So they posted that up as well. So we were kind of like getting led into what would be that evening's, cool stuff they were going to show off. Hello, Sergeant Slaughterhouse. Hello, James, aka Ratface44. And hello, Chaz the Guru. Yes, it's early for everybody, Chaz. I apologize. So the pop-up store, a video appeared, which is really cool, and you should go check it out. It's link in, we've got it on the Facebook page. Link is actually in the description as well. It was, I can't remember who actually posted it now. I'm going to have a quick look and also mute it immediately. It was Parks and Cons posted the video. Thank you, myself, for checking that out. Yeah, Parks and Cons posted this unreal video of a walkthrough of the pop-up, which was really, really cool. Like the front was all decorated nicely. You had like the window kind of stickers in there, the Cobra logo and everything. Going inside though, and I mean, again, check the video out for more details, for more in-depth kind of like look at everything. But they have new clothing, so t-shirts, sweaters. They had the most amazing, like hats as well, the snakeling hats, which is really cute as well. So they've got like a snakeling hat to mimic the ones in Pyramid of Darkness, which is awesome. Good morning, Matt O'Brien. Good morning, Collecting Star Wars. $36 though for a hat, but still. Then again, I say that, but all my hats are around about $30. Still really cool to get like a proper snakeling one. I think that's really dope. So yeah, there you go. They've got the hats. The Firefly jacket, which I don't know how much it is, but my goodness, that Firefly jacket is gorgeous. I really like that. So yeah, they've got some really cool stuff in this store. The white backpack as well. Oh man, there's some really dope stuff in there. Hello, Gaz. Hello, Christoph Black. And hello, Neil Hill, representing the Repaint crew. Barely awake. Hats for bats, says Collecting Star Wars. Yeah, like the socks as well, Cobra socks, which is interesting because I'll have a little addition to the socks story at the end of this stream. Pins as well, the stickers, which really Eel Team. How dope is that? I love that Eel Team, just genius. But like bunch of stickers sets in that as well. So there's probably going to be some very cool stuff in there. I can see the Cobra Air Force One in there. Your standard Cobra symbols in there, but like there's going to be some cool stuff in there. So I really want to check that out. SDCC is like Disney, forget the price and enjoy, says Christoph Black. Very good point. Very good point. Luke Pillon, my wallet is divorcing me. Yes. And Collecting Star Wars could rock those socks. Absolutely. I think we all could. Anyway, the actual decoration of the store is incredible. You've got that wonderful image, that poster art in the background of the snake around the globe being held by Cobra Commander. I love that. But then also they had Ultimates on show, and we'll do a little bit of a closer deep dive on the Ultimate figures as well, because they posted some images of those after the fact. But you got the bats on show there, the comic bat and the regular Wave 1. Then obviously there's Cobra Commander, the painting, which is just hilarious, isn't it? Absolutely love this. Matt O'Brien says, seeing these videos and all the photos on IG made me disappointed that I didn't go. Yeah, they've really gone to town with it, haven't they? Absolutely. Paddy, really like Super 7 shirts and patches, etc. So do I, mate. They're really cool. What I love about this poster is you've got all these like nods and everything. You've got like his like a cape box or something down the bottom there. Then you've got his Battle Armor Cobra Commander helmet on there too, which again, Super 7 have piped up again with another homage to the Battle Armor Cobra Commander, which we'll come to in a second. But I love that painting. Very awesome. There's the other T-shirt. Not the best image ever, obviously. I took it. It's a screenshot from the video, but it's Cobra Are People 2, and it's this kid with Battle Armor Cobra Commander. I imagine it's Billy, but yeah. I just think that's really funny, really hilarious. It probably isn't Billy. It's probably just some random kid, like, But still, I think it's a really cool T-shirt. Paddy says, can lead the figures, but those people know good design for their merch. Yeah, very good point there, Paddy. Absolutely. They do some great merchandise. Neil Hill says, they seem to be showing off more than just G.I. Joe in the store, and yet still no sign of Silverhawks. Curious. Yeah, I think they're still happening. But yeah, I could have sworn I saw Silverhawks. I could have sworn I saw some Silverhawk stuff. I might be confused or get my wires crossed. But on the show floor, I'm pretty sure there are some, Neil. I don't know. Well, I'll have to double check on that. Raymond wants that Cobra Commander portrait. Absolutely. Matt, yes, I did see the shirts available on Pulse. So Matt is referring to, and link is in the description, the fan merch, which has gone up on Pulse with loads of new G.I. Joe T-shirts and stuff. So like G.I. Joe logos. Some have got like some cute little things, like the knowing there's half the battle kind of thing. But yeah, you can check that out. I didn't have a visual of it, but yeah, you can go check that out. Link in the description below. If you want to get in on some Hasbro Pulse G.I. Joe merch, which is few and far between. So it's nice that they've got like a whole page of loads of G.I. Joe stuff. Neil Hill says, I'm a computer would have been a great PSA for Battle Armor Cobra Commander. Yes, it would. A Punk with Toys says, notice Super 7 raised the price of reaction figures to $20, maybe because they're glow in the dark or just because. I think it's that maybe because they're SDCC exclusives more so, and possibly the glow in the dark angle of Punk with Toys. But yeah, usually it's because of the SDC exclusiveness of them. But yeah, they did pan over, didn't they? The figures, the glow in the dark figures as well, which I don't have a screenshot for because I was going for all the stuff that we kind of haven't seen, if you know what I mean. Which I know we haven't really seen a physical version of those figures, but there's so much. I mean, again, check the video out. There's loads of cool stuff they show. It's awesome. And then the one thing I really liked was this kind of like almost like vinyl shutter of a Cobra map with, of a map of like, Cobra Temple and all that kind of stuff. Just really, really fun. And you can see the whole thing on the video as well. Like I said, go check that out. Yeah, anyway, that was the store. Now, this is, I think this is in the store as well, the pop-up store, but maybe on the show floor too. They've got the wave. Actually, I actually think this is in the store as well. But we've got images of Wave 1 of Ultimates, and they look absolutely superb. Way better than I even imagined they would be. Genuinely. Hello, Jeremy Kimberlin. Good morning, sunshine. And hello, I am Micah, or I am M1's car. Hello, guys. Thanks for jumping on. Really appreciate it. And the comments. So this Cobra Commander looks sensational. The cape looks amazing. I'm loving every aspect of the Cobra Commander figure. He looks brilliant. What a great figure. Snake Eyes as well, like animated Snake Eyes, gloveless animated mini-series Snake Eyes with Timber there. Timber looks great as well, with all those accessories. The jetpack, obviously for when he jumps out of the helicopter onto the, what's it called? The Cobra heli transport, or the Cobra, airship, whatever you want to call it. I think it was called the airship in the first series. The canister there, like the radioactive canister or the element canister, walkie-talkie, pistol on all his hands. Very cool. Again, love that figure. Really like that they did that. Matt, I'll be getting to Emily's message. Don't worry. We haven't got to Mindbender yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, it's 9 a.m. PST, isn't it? Yeah, so it's 9 a.m. EST now, so we've still got about a few hours. Was it 9? 876. So, yeah, so 3 hours time it should be ready. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Don't worry. Geodro brand is killing it this year, Kofi. Absolutely. A Punk with Toys says, I wish they would have showed the Ultimates articulation. Makes me fear that the knees and elbows won't even have a 90-degree bend. Well, they will show the articulation, won't they, eventually? This is just display. Like, they can't really show a lot of that. Plus, I guess these figures aren't, I'm not sure if they're production samples or not. They might be, but it's hard to say. Oh, yeah, countdown to when Super 7 release a glow-in-the-dark version of that Ultimate Snake Eyes. 100%. It's got to happen. Yeah, no doubt. Cobra Trawler might have been the airship's name. Thank you, Scott. I think it was actually in the model sheets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think it was called the Trawler. Anyway, yeah, so Snake Eyes and Timber, beautiful. The bat, which we've seen in hand from Brian when we did our interview with him, but again, it's great to see the figure. Hello, Phoebes. But it's great to see that figure, in all its glory and, on show. And Duke, which is an amazing looking, like I wasn't all that into Duke when I first saw the reveals and the renders and everything, but seeing the figure, like, man, that he looks great. Like the head sculpts look fantastic. All the weapons all the accessories and weapons he comes with are great. Yeah, I'm well into that. Matt O'Brien, you've just said Chris. I don't know what you're gonna say there. What's that in relation to? Are you just gonna say my name? Just throwing it out there. Anyway, yeah, Duke, awesome, and of course the special SDCC exclusive comic bat, which is very dope as well. Again, all those amazing accessories, the new head sculpt, the new forearms. There's a lot of new cool stuff going on there with that bat, and I'm here for it. It looks amazing. Okay. And yeah, so Super 7, moving on from Super 7 to Mezco, and they had the Mezco roadblock on display. So it's nice to get a nice, good, clear look at this figure. Looks fantastic, I may add. And yeah, just really excited to start seeing Mezco stuff kind of coming out. I know Destro, Roadblock, Firefly, we haven't had Firefly come out, have we? But Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow are the others. I think that's all of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. Matt Neal, I think it was called the Cobra Schooner, Chris. Yeah, whatever. Matt O'Brien, no, the Motu playset was for Origins figures. It wasn't for their, like, well, they're pretty big anyway. I mean, they're like 5 inches, aren't they? So they're still pretty big. But the playset's effectively the same as the original, isn't it? I guess. But I think we'll see. I'm not sure if we'll see a 6-inch Joe playset. I'm not even sure if Super 7 are going to be doing 7-inch Ultimates vehicles yet. Maybe in the future for GI Joe. I mean, in terms of classified, I don't know. I mean, that to me that sounds like more of a HasLab kind of deal, but we'll see, I guess. A Punk with Toys didn't even see the Mezco roadblock. Can't wait for that. He looks good, doesn't he? Really good from these images. So yeah, really excited for that one. So there's a tiny bit of Mezco news there, or 112 Collective. And next up is the Hasbro booth. And obviously in the Hasbro booth, again, there are so many images. I couldn't put all of them up. So I've kind of minimized it a little bit so we can get through this in good time. But obviously you can check out HISSTANK, Toy News International, all the links in the description for all the different booths and all the images. There's tons of them. Matt, yeah, that Mezco roadblock looks fantastic, definitely. Yeah, Joe Self, we'll get to that in a second. We're getting closer. Don't worry, we'll get to that bit of news. So obviously they have the painted HISSTANK on display with the driver, absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, HISSTANK have got some beautiful close-up images of all the different details and everything of the tank. So check that out now if you haven't already. Link in the description, or just go on HISSTANK. It's high up there on the news. Yeah, the Hasbro kind of case reminds me of, remember when we used to have the concept cases at JoeCons and stuff like that? This is what I like, kind of, I get those kind of like feelings when I see these kind of cases as well. Obviously got like a ton of kind of the newer classified figures on the top, then all of the kind of unreleased, well, we'll get to the rest of it, but there's the HasLab Sky Striker with the O-ring figures. I think I've got some close-ups of Ace, Pilot Scarlet, Wayne Ruthell, Cobra Commander, the Cobra air crew, or the pit, whatever you want to call it, the air crew, and and the trooper, or the officer, sorry. So you've got, or is it the trooper? Can't remember. It's too much information. I can't remember, guys. Anyway, they've got them all off card as well, and all carded, so you can see the carded artwork as well, which I actually really liked. Obviously Ace, it's hard to do something with him, so they've got him pointing the gun. It's interesting though, because the angle they've got Ace means that you get most of his face cut off by his helmet. I thought it'd been cooler to have his helmet. Well, then again, I suppose even if he had his helmet in his hand, he'd still be kind of hidden a little bit because of that huge neck piece. So again, difficult to do something with those, but I still think they did well with that one. Ruthell, we knew that art was pretty much like that because we saw the file card recently. But again, I like it. Very similar poses with Ace, Wayne Ruthell, and Scarlet, I must say. I wish they'd kind of moved them around a little bit, tried some different poses, but Scarlet's looks amazing. I really love her artwork on there. Kind of like, you can almost see it like she's just taken a helmet off and done the hair thing, and it's sweeping around behind her. I love that. Night Force Ripcord looks sweet, so I'm really happy we're getting a Night Force style single carded figure for the first time ever. Yeah, I really like that. And then obviously you can't see Cobra Commanders very well. It's impeded there, but again, there are images all over the place of these cards. Again, HISSTANK, Toy News International, links in the description. You've kind of got the pit crew there, or the air crew. I don't know what they're called. I've completely forgotten what they're called. But yeah, and he's kind of like directing, the air traffic with his little lights, which is kind of cool. Or just getting a truck to reverse. Who knows? And the trooper art looks really dope as well. So yeah, really happy to see the cards and the figures for the HasLab Sky Striker. The Sky Striker looks gorgeous as always does. We also got sticking with the O-ring. We've got the Transformers collaborative Bumblebee, Ore Striker, and Stalker, which is really dope. Sorry. Before we move on, Raymond says that card art is fantastic. What all the news so far, and the news we will get today and Friday. The Full Force Weekly will be 3 to 4 hours long this Saturday. Mate, it really will. It really will. Joe Cam says, really hope they would just add the condiment figures to this. I don't know what that means, Joe. Sorry, will they give us a chance to get them, do you think? Is that like con exclusive figures? Are you saying? Oh, sorry, condiment, as in ketchup and mustard. I get it now. I get it. Sorry, Joe. I understand. You don't have to explain. You're talking about ketchup and mustard, the pit crew, the original. I don't. I think they'll probably appear at some point in the future. I don't know how or when, but they're not going to be shelved forever. They'll come back definitely. They won't be with the HasLab, I doubt it, but you never know. They might throw it on the end of this HasLab. Could you imagine? The HISSTANK all of a sudden is like, oh, we're giving you these figures as well. Matt O'Brien says, to be honest, seeing this excellent card work, plastic bubble, and real file card makes me sad to think of what they will be moving forward. Can't imagine it having the same feel without the plastic. Yeah, totally agree with you on that one, Matt. It'll be something different, and we'll just have to kind of, if it's cool, then great. It's something different, and we move on. But if it isn't like your bag, and it might not be. Let's face it, it might be something that doesn't quite give you the same feels. But who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? Oh, cool. Adam says Serpentor Funko Pop just went up at GS GameStop. Cool, awesome. Thank you, Adam. Go check out GameStop if you want that Serpentor. I'll share it after this probably. Oh, yeah, the white border on the cards. Good point there, Luke. Yes, makes all the difference. And you're right, it does. I think they've taken note, though, haven't they? And they've gone, right, let's add a white border. It's only but it's so minimal, but it makes such a such a massive difference. I agree with you. And Adam has got the link to the GameStop Serpentor. Thank you, Adam. I will, like I said, I will share that after this. I can't really do it now, but yeah, go check that out on the Facebook page in the chat for this particular video, which is running live now, and the link is there from Adam Skull Moski. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, okay. They're not going to be cheap cardboard by the look of it at Punk with Toys. Yeah, they look like they're going to be a bit better, a bit stronger. Neil says, Lenny called this a collection in a box, and once you see all the products on the shelf together, he's not wrong. Very good point. Yojo tags media, and a full force to you as well. It's like... Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's like a Yojo and a full force to you, to all your loved ones. Matt says, oh, okay, you're talking with a Punk with Toys. Well, at least you won't have to pay for it later. I still have not gone in on Mezco, but leaning towards doing that. Cool. Sorry to hijack your conversations, guys. It happens sometimes and I'm not paying attention. Richard Noiro, yes, the white border is back. Joe Cam, explanation deleted. Sorry, I get it now. When you said condiments, I'm like, he must mean con exclusives. No, I get it. You mean ketchup and mustard, aka the pit crew. Collecting Star Wars says that SDCC hiss looks even better than advertised. It really does. It's stunning. It's stunning. Tags Media says, I got word from GameStop in Calgary, Canada, that Spirit, Storm Shadow Officer, and Mindbender are on the way. Brilliant. Also, it looks like you said Spirit, Storm Shadow Officer as one character. How awesome. A Spirit, Storm Shadow Officer. It sounds amazing. Jared Colby, you git. I'm kidding. Thank you for all you do. And Zarana, I didn't know it was you. There you go. You've had it. It's not happening again. But it happened. So there you go. Joe Self, I've got my Mezco Destro paid off and can't wait since he's my favorite character. Awesome. Jason, what have you missed? Just going through the SDCC recap of day one yesterday, and I'm doing it early because I know tonight I'm probably going to have to go live again. So I thought I'd do an early one, get it out of the way, rather than do like one that would be about 12 hours long. I thought I'd just split it up a bit. So yeah, you've just missed me going through all the cool stuff that's been revealed so far from Super 7, Mezco, and now Hasbro. Awesome. Joe Barrett just got up. Yo, Joe, excited for all this. His looks awesome. Absolutely, Joe. Good morning. And finally, for now, before I move, just as I move on, the Joe's team toy photographers are amazing. I really want to see some toy photography with that hiss. It'll come, Matt, won't it? Definitely. So yeah, Transformers, G.I. Joe Collaborative, Stalker, and Bumblebee images. So we get a nice, good look at the box art. And I didn't notice before, but I didn't realize, well, obviously it's dumb to think this, but I didn't realize Stalker was in the Ore Striker originally. I thought it'd be standing off it in kind of a similar way to Baroness and the HISSTANK, which I have here. So if you see what I mean, she's like standing off it and the HISSTANK is kind of doing its thing. You can kind of get away with that, the HISSTANK, because obviously you've got you know, Megatron's controlling it and everything's kind of covered, so you don't necessarily need to have her either in the gunner station or hidden in the cockpit. So it makes sense to have her kind of out front and center. In this one, obviously with the open style of the Ore Striker, you can see him in there driving it, which is awesome. Yeah, which is really cool. There's a nice close-up of the O-Ring Stalker as well, so that's really nice that they got that in there too. And of course, the Ore Striker itself, it looks so good. It looks really good. I know there's a lot of kind of complaints about the Bumblebee robot mode, and you know, I get that. It's a little bit clunky, and it doesn't really evoke Bumblebee other than the head sculpt, in my opinion, just based on the fact that he's always been very curvy and smooth, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just got a message. I'm guessing, are you watching this, by the way, the person that messaged me? Just checking, because I can explain that when we get there. I will. Very vague information coming out here, guys. Anyway, there's a really good look at the file card in the background as well. So it looks like it's spot on to the vintage styling. No white border around that one, but that could just be a sample. Anyway, anywho, that's your collaborative crossover as well, which is great. Then we get on to the next level. Again, all of the classified images you can check out on. There's so many of them, and they're all like individually. They look great. Check them out on HISSTANK and Toy News International when you can. Links in the description. And of course, go on Instagram and just type in SDCC, because my goodness, people are taking pictures, guys. So many. But we got some great looks at Kamakura, the Cobra Ninja 2-pack, Tiger Force Bazooka and Recondo. Obviously, all the other figures are kind of out. Snake Eyes and Timber was another one. But also, the Sarge. Look at that beauty with his little action figure in his hand as well. Looks fantastic. What an amazing figure that is. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Matt has asked me a question. Think Super 7 might have some inventory from SDCC left over come Monday? Yeah. Oh, well, I think they'll continue selling that stuff after the fact. Yes, definitely. I don't know for a fact, but I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if you can't get that stuff. I mean, I know mostly it's like independents take over at that point and start selling that stuff, but I don't think it'll be too difficult getting all of that. Is it breakfast time, Chris? Full course. I might grab something in a sec. I don't really have breakfast. I know, shock horror. I usually go straight to lunch. But yeah, because I don't know, and then that's me. And Phoebes. Oh, cool. Met Emily last night. She was so nice. She really is. Emily's the best. Yeah, won't have a bad word said about that woman. She's amazing. Roland Mac, any pre-orders yet? Well, we'll get to that now, because Dr. Piggin Mindbender appeared. Now, okay, so Hasbro Pulse posted this image set, brilliant image set of Dr. Mindbender in lots of different, poses in this amazing environment, kind of laboratory environment with a load of battle android troopers, and even there's one image that they didn't post, which is actually on the link now. Now check this out. So I can't even get my head around the story here. So Hasbro Pulse post up that Dr. Mindbender is, SDCC exclusive. You can pick up a one-time code use, etc. at the show, yada, yada, yada. Post all the images. Awesome. Then a QR code appears online, and it's like, there's the code. People scanned it, just that aren't at the show, and were able to pre-order this figure. And it sold out, I think, in around about an hour's time. I say that because I know for a fact that, because I got in on this, the image had been posted before I got in on it, and then people were getting them and buying them before it sold out, which was of roughly about an hour's time. It was about an hour space between the moment the link went up, and, well, not even the link went up, but the moment the link was made available online. I don't think it was supposed to be, but obviously people could scan it because it was a QR code. And I managed to order one, which was crazy. and I know a bunch of other people were able to order them, which was awesome. And and I'm talking about people not just at the show, but people in general. Now, a lot of people were a little upset, thinking that it was sold out and never to return again. Here's some more beautiful images, by the way, as I regale this story. I love this one through the magnifying glass, almost as you're looking at that brain. This one on as well with the Battle Android Troopers is amazing. Just so the amount of thought that goes into these dioramas as well is just next level, and it looks brilliant. And that kind of orb in the background with kind of like, like almost like it's very very Frankenstein, isn't it? Very Dr. Frankenstein laboratory style. And then obviously this is the image that I managed to find on the link. So they've got a one extra image on the actual link to purchase. Again, the link is in the description. And as it said, I think around 9 a.m. PST, so not 10, 11, 12 Eastern and 5 o'clock UK, it should be back up again in terms like being, available. So keep checking just periodically check that link in the description, like I said, and you should be able to grab one as well. Yeah, it's really not hard to find. It's really simple to get hold of. So anyway, that happened and we all managed to get one. And then Emily posted on Instagram, I heard a rumor about Dr. Mindbender round 2, Comic Con edition. She said, "Hi friends, coming to you live from Sdcc to address another Dr. Mindbender rumor. I've got a lot of questions about why Mindbender is already sold out on Hasbro Pulse. Great news. He isn't actually sold out. We are spreading the inventory out over the entire convention and have a limited amount of items that are available for pre-order each day. So that means that at roughly 9 a.m. Pacific time for the next 4 days, we'll be releasing more quantity so everyone can get their orders in. Don't despair. Just check back in the morning. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to know about. Thank you." She's great. She's great. Like next level, probably the best brand kind of ambassador we've had for ages. I mean, she is just on it and I love her for it. She's great. So yeah. So again, I thought it was going to be impossible to get this figure like initially over the weekend, and it really hasn't turned out that way. It seems to be like they're making it so that everyone gets like a good opportunity to get one, and then after the show there's going to be more. So I think this is not going to be difficult to get hold of, guys, at all. For any of you that miss out on the link refreshment over the weekend, Hasbro Pulse will definitely have your back after the show. Anyway, is that everything? Or is there one more thing? There's one more thing. So this is news that isn't even Sdcc related. But I don't know, obviously there's a lot of, what's the word? Kind of scandal, but what do you call it? Controversy. There's a lot of controversy surrounding Hobby Lobby. I know some people are, don't care. Other people are obviously very, against what they've done, which is pretty mental when you think about it. Anyway, but that's by the by. I'm just telling you what you can do here. Now, Hobby Lobby have got G.I. Joe socks. They're only $2.99. And Brian Sauer messaged me and said, "Did you know about this?" And I'm like, "No." And obviously he bought quite a few of those socks. Yeah. So there you go. $2.99 socks at Hobby Lobby with G.I. Joe on them. That's the tweet. Okay. That's pretty much everything, I think. And Tags just wants us to know that even though this is G.I. Joe news, Ringside Collectibles has Owen Hart's AEW figure up now. Thanks for the heads up. I'm sure there are people in the chat that will be interested in that, Tags, so thank you very much. Joe Self says, "I appreciate Emily and her hard work. Her message didn't mention the number of figures set aside for people who weren't there that would go up after Sdcc. She's basically said that there are 3 times more figures made than the Zartan one, than the Zartan Master of Disguise figure. So they're not going to give you exact amounts, but they will, they'll have more, Joe. Don't worry. They'll definitely have enough of an allotment of figures for another hour's worth, I reckon, of sales. or half an hour maybe. I don't know. It might go. They might go quick, but at least if you're ahead of the game and you know they're coming, you shouldn't have too much of an issue getting hold of them. Obviously, a lot of people missed out on the link because it wasn't known. It was known to a few people early on, and then it grew, and then it became a bigger thing, and then it sold out. So yeah. Anyway, Droz says, "Good morning. I'm a bit late. Glad to see what is popping up for SDCC. I know it's crazy, isn't it? I just wanted to do a little quick day one recap so that I wouldn't be behind when it comes to like later tonight, which I'm sure there'll be more things to talk about." Dave Flag Points. Yo, hello, Dave. Matt O'Brien says, "Thanks for the great stream. You, Kate, and Phoebe rock." Well, thank you very much. That's adorable. Thank you, Matt. And I know that Kate and Phoebe like hearing that kind of cool stuff. Walmart CollectorCon is today, I believe, at Punk with Toys. Yes, so keep an eye out, guys, for any retro. Is it Gung Ho and Destro next? Yeah, but keep eyes out for maybe those going up. It's very possible. Neil Hill says, "Better if the socks are pre-worn." That's gross. Okay, let's switch zones into my single face. I got it right this time. Yesterday, when I did the stream, I still had the images up. Anyway, that's by the by. Guys, thank you for joining me for this kind of impromptu early morning stream. Just trying to get ahead of it, really, because I didn't want to be left behind in terms of getting a little bit of discussion going. So we've got the SDCC recap, Super 7 pop-up store, awesome exclusives, loads of new merch. And beautiful set dressing for their shop. On top of that, we've got great new images of the Wave 1 Ultimates and the comic bat as well to go along with that. So some beautiful images of all that stuff. Go check out the video by Parks and Cons on a link in the description to see the walkthrough of that. Brilliant stuff. Excuse me, losing my voice. We also had Mezco Roadblock on show at the Mezco booth. We had both retro O-ring and collaborative and classified and HasLab, double HasLab stuff for G.I. Joe at the Hasbro booth. Incredible stuff. Dr. Mindbender went up over for the convention goers, and then sneakily enough for everyone else who managed to get him sold out in about an hour's time. Yeah, awesome stuff. Keep an eye out at 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. PST for a refresh on the Dr. Mindbenders. The link again will be the same, and I'm sure it'll go up. So keep going. Keep checking that out already. And socks at Hobby Lobby for GI Joe, and I think there was more that I'm forgetting. And Emily being great and telling us to expect more stuff from Dr. Mindbender, which is great. And those images are brilliant, aren't they? With the lab, just so good. Okay, thanks for all your comments, guys. Really appreciate that. Yes, Christoph, my connection is a lot better today. It is, and it's because I haven't been getting that little thing pop up. Maybe it's the time I'm doing it. That could possibly be what it is. Maybe there's just a lot of traffic at that point in our building. Anyway, great to see you all. Amazing that we got this many people on this early. I'll be back. I'll be back probably tonight. Go check out GameStop as well if that's a Pentor Pop if you want it. And other than that, weekly on Saturday, and I'm guess there'll be news on Friday. You'll probably see me a lot between now and Saturday. Also, going up later today, we have a cool monthly episode, so keep an eye out for that as well. If you're a patron of our fine show, Red Shadow Army or SAS level, then you've already seen it. Well, you've had the opportunity to already see it, as I posted it yesterday. So anyway, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you later tonight, probably. But you know what we do at the end of all these videos? After 3, 1, 2. Oh, one thing before I go, I need to let you know. I need to give you a heads up on this. So I've got some of the new G.I. Joe figures coming, courtesy of Indemar Toys and Nick in the UK. So that's Zaymot, Tomax, and Stalker. And what I was going to do was an actual unboxing live news burst. So whenever they come in, I'll be doing that news burst live. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, that's it now. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Full force. Just check to see if anyone else did it. Not yet. Not yet. I can't go until I see a full force. I can't go yet. Yay! Thanks, Brad. See you later. That's it for this instalment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, full force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.